Hey guys, it's Ginger. I know it's been a hot minute since I've been on here, but wanted to do a quick little update. Sorry, I'm playing around with these filters. I think this is some kind of comic mode filter, so it's interesting. Hope it's not too annoying. Anyway, I don't have a stand or tripod at the moment. I'm holding my phone with my hands, so sorry if I move around a bit trying to get a comfortable position to hold this. I will try to make this short and painless as possible. So I took today off because I had a couple appointments today. Things got a little twisted and turned around. I was supposed to have an appointment originally at 9 a.m. and then at 1 p.m. Well, I went to the first one, and turns out they mailed out a letter and they had actually rescheduled it for Wednesday at 9 a.m. And I was like, well, that's not working for me because I took today off. I really can't take off, Wednesday morning. I already have the day off. And so they said, well, we can get you in this afternoon. He will be in the office this afternoon. So I ended up just coming back home and hanging out here till around noon. And then I went to my appointment at 1 o'clock, and then it actually was over pretty quickly. So then I called and I was like, hey, I know my appointment's not till 2:45, but this one is actually over quick. So, is he seeing patients like at a certain time after 2, or can I head that way? And they're like, oh yeah, come on. And so they actually got me in a little quicker. And so it wasn't too terrible. And then anyway, but the first appointment was, at the weight loss clinic, and so this was my monthly appointment, and I was down 4.3 pounds since the last time I'd seen her. My weight was the same from like last week's weigh-in. I weighed in last Wednesday, and so from last week to this week it hadn't actually changed. Sorry, I knew I should have started with this hand because I don't know what it is about my left hand. It's just, I guess, weaker than my right because my right is my dominant hand. So I should have started over here to begin with. So anyway, but overall, the nurse practitioner that I see was pleased with the, loss of the 4.3 pounds in a month. I know that's not a lot, but it is gradually going down, and for the last 2 months it has been going down, a little each week. So as long as I'm going the right direction, I'm happy with that. I'm still taking the Ozempic. I started that couple months ago. I take a 0.5 milligram injection once every Saturday morning. So that's been going pretty well. I think it's helping. I'm still doing a low carb diet for the most part. I stick to it about 70% of the time. I need to be doing it 100% of the time. I do get on the treadmill, not as often as I should, but I've been getting on it a little more lately. I'm going to try to amp that up a little bit. I had a lady at work, a friend of mine, invite me to go to the gym because her and another girl there started going to one of the gyms here in town recently, and they're really doing really well. They've been getting up and going like at 5 a.m. No, it's way too early for me. But I mean, with Justin being back on the road and everything, I really don't have any excuse to not either get up early in the morning or as soon as I get home from work to jump on there and walk 20-30 minutes or whatever, and then eventually build up endurance and walk even longer, further, whatever you want to call it. So I really need to push myself to do that more. I've been increasing my water intake, so that's a good thing. I need to continue that. What else is there? There's lines on my face because there's a window there and the sun's coming in. So all that's going okay. It's just kind of a slow going right now. I need to, if I will kick things up a notch and do better at the sticking to the diet more often than I am right now and work out more often, then I know I can do even better. So that's on me. And then the second appointment was to see Dr. Ward, my surgeon, and I had not seen him. Okay, the sun's bothering me. I had not seen him in like 2 months, and so it's been a while, and everything was really looking really good. So he told me that unless I had any problems, was feeling bad, or had any symptoms or anything had changed, that I could go another 3 months before I had to come back and see him. So I feel like that should be a bump or a sore there, but it's not. I wonder if it's just like a freckle. I don't know. It's weird. Strange. Anyway, so, yeah, so I don't go back to see him till like mid-July, like July 10th, 11th, something like that. So that's cool. So yeah, after that, I came home and I've been reading my books. I may try to, if I don't forget, I'll try to attach it to the end of this. There's like an image of a 2019 reading challenge that I'm participating in. If you read one book per category, then it amounts to be about 52 books for the year. That's like a book a week. I know that I'm probably not going to do that. So honestly, I've been, there's probably some books that I may check off for more than one category. For example, one of the John Grisham books that I read fit into two categories. Like, one was a book set in your, like in your local area or in your home state, something like that, because of course it was set in Mississippi, and then over 500 pages, because it was like close to 600 pages or something like that. So I think I used that to count off two categories, just because, I mean, there's not really a set rule list that comes with this. I mean, I guess common sense would tell you that it's supposed to be like one book per category, except for obviously the one that says to read the trilogy, you know. Obviously that would include the 3 books, but you know what I'm saying. But kind of making my own rules, I guess, with this little reading challenge, because I know myself well enough to know that I don't think I can read 52 books. I'm not saying I can't. I don't think I will. I will not have the time to read 52 books in 1 year. So there will be a few books that fall into both, or into more than one category, I should say. Right now I'm reading 2 books. I'm in the middle of a book by Nicholas Sparks called 2 by 2, and I just started reading The East End Tea Room by Hewitt Clark, which talks about some Meridian's history. So that may fall into the difficult topic category, because it has some rather colorful history of this town and has some race riot issues and history and that kind of thing, some good, some bad, but it's definitely a sensitive subject to a lot of people. So I think that could definitely qualify for a difficult topic to read. So anyway, I may place that in that category and mark that off my list once I'm done with it. I'm about 60 something pages in. I started it this morning. And then as far as this Nicholas Sparks book here, this 2 by 2, I don't know if you can see my little bookmark there. It's not the dot, it's the little line in the middle. I'm almost halfway through it. I think it's 400 and something pages, and I'm in there. I'm close to 200. So I'm getting there. But really just wanted to check in and say, hey, I'm still kicking and nothing much is going on. Justin's back on the road. I don't know what he was doing the last time I did a video. He may have been going through a change in careers at the time. I'm not sure. But he's doing well. He's on the road. He's currently traveling to Georgia. I just talked to him a few minutes ago. Work is going well for me. Everything's about the same. I'm still in my small group of 3 people, which we have our pharmacy person back in our group, which she can only do certain tasks at the moment until she's trained to do some of the things that we do. So technically we're a group of 4, but still a group of 3. There are rumors that, or I shouldn't say rumors, we have been told that they are supposed to be transferring somebody from within our company, like within the building, that already knows how to do, you know, the computer system and everything, pretty much already knows the ropes. They're supposed to be putting them in our group to kind of help us out, just because we do need a little extra help. I mean, when you look at everything, every other group in our building has 6 to 9 group members, and we have 3. Even with the pharmacy girl, we have only 4. So, I mean, definitely, you know, doesn't seem right. So having 1 or 2, I mean, they've hired a few new people, but they're in the midst of training, so they're definitely not ready to be thrown over to us just yet. So they're supposed to be putting, like I said, someone over there that kind of knows the ropes already. So hopefully that will happen sometime soon. As I said, I was off today for the 2 appointments that I had. It feels kind of weird being off and like not being sick or not being a weekend or a holiday. It's kind of strange being home. Of course, it's after 5 now, so I would be home anyway, but it's just been kind of strange being at home and just chilling and reading. I was like, what is this? So weird. It's like I'm playing hooky almost or something, but anyway, there's not really much to report. Just thought that I would check in. Hope that you guys are doing well, and hope that this comic feature filter thingy's not freaking you out too much. But yeah, I guess that's all. I'm going to go for now, and I'll try to update more often, and I may do some American Idol videos. I can't decide. I've been watching, of course, last night, if you've been watching, last night the first 10 of the top 20 performed, and 3 people went home, and the judges voted off or picked to go home, however you want to say it. And then tonight, the second set of 10 will perform for the judges, and 3 more will go home, and then we'll be down to our top 14. And then, so next week, it actually starts to where you can vote. So, kind of excited to see what happens tonight and going into the future. So, I don't know, may do 1 or 2 videos. I'm not going to definitely commit to that, but possibly, we'll see. But I'm going to go for now. Hope you have a great Monday and a good rest of the week. Bye, guys.